Plaintiff Ronnie Prince claims the defendant didn't pay him for doing a bathroom renovation job, so he's suing for $1,500. Defendant, Diane Lockhart, claims the plaintiff botched the job and left her living like a pioneer woman. She's countersuing for $600.
Case number 67 on the docket, Prince versus Lockhart.
Okay, and welcome to all of you. Let's see what we have here. We have the plaintiff, Mr. Prince.
Yes, sir.
And you are suing the defendant, Ms. Lockhart, in the amount of $1,500 for an unpaid bathroom renovation bill.
Correct.
And the defendant, you are countersuing in the amount of $600 for overpayment of original work and the cost of repairs.
That's right, Your Honor.
She asked you to renovate the bathroom.
Yes, sir.
And what was the price that you gave her that it would cost?
$1,980, including tax.
$1,980, including taxes to fix it. Do we have a copy of that?
Yes, sir.
May I see that?
Yes, sir.
I just want to let you know that I never had received a copy of that estimate at any time during the work that he was doing. It only became until the end. He only told me verbally. I never knew what was on that. But I've seen one of that copy since then.
She's the kind of client that I don't deal with all the time. She's through a friend of a friend. And she's taken advantage of a lot of people that I know. So I was kind of scared to work with her, but it was kind of through the Thanksgiving, Christmas time for contractors. That's like the slow part.
That's what you are, you're a contractor.
Yes, sir. And that's the slow part.
Have you done bathrooms before?
Of course, I've been doing it for 23 years.
Okay, yeah, I just want to establish that. Okay, so we've established that was the original price. Okay, now you can talk.
Since we were, acquaintances, I've known him for close to a decade, and it was during the holidays. I knew that I had to get my bathroom remodeled. I had set some money aside for that. So I called him up and asked, are you busy? Is this something that you would be open to doing? We had a conversation, and he said yes, but I don't have a vehicle anymore to do this. I have my truck, but it needs to be registered, and I need to, get that running. So I up front paid him $350. I deposited into his account so that he could get that truck running to come and visit me. And so he came out and saw the job, did the demo. Yes, he said he was going out of town and he would call me when he got back, but that he was going to send the plumber by, and that was the plumber that came.
He did some plumbing work. And
you are?
I'm just a friend of his that I work with him on occasions. He calls me when he needs plumbing work done.
Subcontract, yeah.
You can sit down.
Basically, we did tile on her floor, tile around her bathtub.
And I paid him $400 in cash to do the work. He called me and said, it'll be $1,800 for all the work that I talked to you about.
Right.
And I was caught off guard because I felt like it was too much for what I have is just a mobile home, a 7 by 10 foot bathroom in a mobile home. With that, I said, well, I can't really afford all that, especially if I'm buying all the supplies. And he said, well, I'll give you a $250 discount on that price. So that made it $1,550.
Based on your complaint, he is saying right up front that you did pay a total of $1,300.
Yes, sir.
That you paid $350 twice and then $600. Is
No,
that
Your
what
Honor,
you
I
have?
paid $1,550 total, and I had the evidence here. Because at the end, he was pressuring me, hey, I need money, I need money. And I just took the money and made a deposit that I had at the bank that day, and it was actually $50 over what we had agreed upon.
But there was tons of additional work that she added.
Just to do it right, that's
Tools
constant
that were
asking to do it
stolen,
right.
tools that were stolen on the job from her.
Didn't steal any tools.
She sabotaged the bathtub. We were gonna just refinish it by basically spraying it and doing a refinish on it, and she put 2 holes in it.
That way you would replace the bathtub.
Exactly. That's what it kind of
implying.
Yes, sir.
So you agreed to go $250 off the bid.
Yes, sir, Your
Okay.
Honor.
All right. So we are down to the $1,550. Okay, that's where the dollars are. What is your complaint with the work done? You're not happy with the result?
Not at all, Your Honor.
Tell me
wouldn't
why,
you expect
and then
that
I'll let
if
him talk, but
you have a bathtub installed that you could turn on the water and that the water would come out hot or cold. Or all it comes out is cold, and plus when you first turn it on, brown water comes out.
Your
Okay,
Honor, if
that
I
could
can
be
put something in right here. The reason she can't get hot water is because it needs to be
Little mixer
adjusted.
valve, that's
when I
all
put
it
the
is.
when I put the shower in after we put the bathtub, we spent a whole day putting that bathtub in. That's at least for my business. That's at least $1,000 put in a bathtub.
Okay.
We put the bathtub in, got it all done. I got the shower, and well, he was doing the tile around the shower. So I could not test that shower at all. So I left it. We were going to come back, and that's when everything started.
She went
freaked out,
crazy.
went crazy,
She's
told
all
us, get out of here,
for sure.
and everything. So that's
so
the
what I
reason she
want-
can't get no hot water. It needs to be just adjusted.
Okay. Is
I've
it-
adjusted it. I tried to adjust it. It won't get hot.
Okay, you mean on your bathtub you can't get hot water?
That's correct.
Okay,
I'm like a
there's an issue.
pioneer woman. I have to carry buckets from my stove.
Do we have a video of,
Yeah, I made these for the court to show you.
that's you?
Yeah, waiting for water to be boiled every day. It takes me about an hour and a half to fill up my tub. This has been 4 months. I can't just go and take a bath regularly. I have to plan it.
Okay.
The toilet wiggles, and whenever you sit on it, it's like a rocking chair.
You were wiggling, the toilet wasn't.
You said you would come back to
Yes,
adjust
sir,
it and
she
fix
wouldn't
it.
let us.
What he said was that I'm not going to drive that far. These are little things. Why don't you quit bothering me with this? There's caulk
That's a lie.
that's missing
That's a lie, Your Honor.
in
She
certain
told us not
areas
to ever
of the
come back.
bathtub.
And Your Honor, it's just a simple matter of pulling off the handle, and there's a little thing in there that has an adjustment. You pull it out and turn it.
I've done that. It's a plastic thing you can turn, and it won't get any hotter.
I'm
And it's
being-
like I need 2 hands to turn
I'm
it
being
on.
fair for what I'm asking, Your Honor.
In your countersuit, you are asking them to pay $550 for you to hire someone else to do it when they're saying they could come over to the house and fix it.
She said we weren't allowed on her property anymore. She got all weird on us the last day. I mean, it
This
was
is
just.
why I got all weird. I mean, there were times where I was gone and I came back and there was like lemons on the driveway. I'm like, what's up with that? I mean, I may be, disorganized, but I
That's a
see
lie, Your
details.
Honor.
And I went in and they had been doing
Flat out
tequila
lie.
shots.
I
Eating
don't drink.
sandwiches out
Okay,
of my
here's the
refrigerator.
thing I want to know. Okay, I can't rule on the
I don't
lemons.
want them
She
back
was
in
the
my
one who was
house
drunk
when they're
that
doing
night.
this.
Fine, I don't want to rule on lemons. The issue, if you would just explain it to someone walking by, they were hired to do a job. The end of the job you weren't satisfied with. Primarily, the big issue is you can't get the hot water on.
And secondarily, also there's grout that's missing. So if there were to turn on the
I
shower
fixed that, Your
brightly.
Honor.
Do you want them to come back and make sure the hot water turns on? In other words, what do you do
I mean,
now?
of course I want hot water on, but let
Okay.
me ask you, Judge, if there's a lot more than just the water. There's been tiles that have been messed up. There's like cursing and rude jokes. Would you want people like that back in your house to even attempt to try
That's
to...
a lie,
lie
Your
as
Honor.
well.
How do I know who said what when? I understand you're not happy with the result. You have already been paid.
Not in full.
Maybe not in full. I'm not going to make them pay for you making the decision, which you asked me. Would I want, if you're not happy with them in the house for whatever reason, you don't have to hire them. But if you're going to make a decision to hire someone else to fix up something, I'm not going to have them pay you so you can hire someone else. What I want to know is the extra materials that you bought
Spent out of my
specifically
pocket.
for that job. Is
Right.
that what the $390 is for?
Yes, sir, Your Honor.
Now, who has those?
Dump fee.
Who has those materials?
All the materials are installed at her place.
And I think we're
He's
moving.
asking for dump fees, and it's already listed on that main estimate.
Everything's highlighted, Your Honor. One's my business.
Taking
and
to the dump is something that was in the amount you were paid for.
Yes, sir.
So that's not extra.
Okay. Well, it'll be just the one packet that's highlighted, not the other.
I went to Home Depot every day. I have that receipt that shows that I
Yeah,
bought all the
Receipts. I
materials.
have bank statements of that stuff. I mean,
Show
that
me.
I
Well,
spent out of my
if I
pocket.
could
She
see
didn't
what-
pay me.
I said I would pay for the supplies
Stop.
from my credit card
Stop.
because that was the fee. I'm not
All
going to
right.
stop. I'm talking to the judge, not to you.
Quit looking at me.
You know,
Okay.
Terry, I overpaid him as well, Judge, and I wanted to know.
Well, okay. I understand they're unhappy. I understand you're
yeah,
unhappy.
It was very poor work.
And you're not going to hire them again. This is a bad experience for both of you.
Yes, sir.
I understand that. I didn't want you to be out of pocket if she bought the tub. The fact that you did some work sometimes you get a great job and everything works well, and
Okay.
sometimes you have a job where you lose money, and sometimes working for friends or working for acquaintances.
Exactly.
That's the reason people say normally that's not a good way to go. So, on your suit for $1,500, I am finding for the plaintiff $150. Your countersuit dismissed.
All right.
Thank you, Your Honor.
I just think that she totally took advantage of me.
I think that the judge saw that, you know, I paid for the work that was done. It's unfortunate that there's still some things that are poor work.